on the island. Saving up those tips.
How long have you lived here?
I've been on the island for a couple years now.
Where'd you come from?
Originally I'm from New England. New England kept moving west across the states and ended up out here.
Okay, this is on 340, send requesting turn Houston Magic 1.5 south of Diamond.
Blue 640, we have a departure with a contact approval requested.
This is fun, thank you, sir.
No Victor 9, Echo Bomber, stage ready to terminate, it's going 34, please change order.
Strong Levi, number 9, thank you. Strong Victor 9, Wildlife 141, climb Coco.
You ever look down and see like big sharks or anything?
I haven't seen any sharks in the water. Sometimes I do see whales, I see sea turtles every now and then, and the bigger schools of fish are easy to point out, but I haven't been seeing much. It's a transition season, believe it or not, out here. A lot of the whales went back to Alaska. They come down here to breed, and then they have their children, and then they travel back to Alaska. I don't know why, but they go back up there for the summer. So we're coming up here onto the province of Hawaii Kai. Now Hawaii Kai is another real nice place on the island to set up shop. Now the real draw of Hawaii Kai, Kai and Hawaii stands for salt water. And they call it that because underneath the bridges here they can actually access the lagoons they've dredged out. Drive your boats from the ocean right up to the back of your house. Coco Head down here below us, and the Coco Crater in the distance is the newest part of our island. They believe it's only about 30,000 years old at this point. The rest of the island about 3 million. A secondary eruption created these 3 humps in the bay, or kind of this wall that is Hawaii Kai. Now that line going up the side of Coco Crater, that's an old trolley system driven by the military. They used it to get supplies to the top. Now these days the trolley cars are gone, but I assure you the railroad ties do remain, creating about 1,048 horrible steps all the way up the side of the crater. I don't do that one for fun anymore. It's a good leg burner. Victor 9er, Coco Macaboo, 1.5. Alrighty, next stop down here below us, that's Hanama Bay. Now Hanama was actually the third tough cone down here below. So you see the C8 at the side of it getting himself in there. A popular snorkeling spot this side of the island. You park in that parking lot up above, hike down to the beach below. They'll rent you snorkel gear. You can face the women with the fishes. Of which they boast having over 400 different species down there all alone. One of the more popular snorkeling spots on the island.
You never get tired of looking at that, huh?
It sure doesn't suck, right? So that beach down there below us, the first of our many beaches on the rest of the island, it's called Sandy's. Now Sandy's known for its shore break, 1.9 for the North Wall. Shore break means waves break really close to shore, which is good for bodyboarding. It's bad for everybody else, also known as the spinal injury capital of the island. If you end up down on Sandy's, do please be careful. down here below us, Makapu'u Point. Pretty easy walk up the paved path from the parking lot below to the lookout above. Not the most exciting thing to do on the island, but it is a really nice spot to look at for the sunrise if you're into that. It is the easternmost point on the entire island facing Toza. Like I said, exit 4 left, no Victor 9er, Makapu'u, Bell is 145. Magnum DI fans on board the ship today, where that J jetty hits the beach right there, that green roof building, that's the Robin's Nest. So they film parts of the TV show. Helicopter used to land in the field right next door, piss off poor old Hagen. Please drive right here, 1,700 to Gulf Falls. This beach down here below us is Waimanalo Beach. Now Waimanalo Beach is the longest beach on our island, about 4 miles in length total. Now some of the coastline out here has been voted some of the more beautiful in the entire world, a couple decades running at this point. That soft white sand combined with that turquoise water is really hard to beat. Beach in Bell Switching. Counting away to Victor 9er over Bell's Northwest.
Victor 910,000, 03, Northwest transition approved, altitude near discretion, squawk 0435.
Roger, my choice on high squawk 0435, Vic 9 Vic. Now this out here in front of us is called Olamana. Olamana is also known as the Three Peaks. Now you can hike up the ridgeline to the tallest peak and then traverse over to the other two if you so like. See if anybody's up there quite yet today. Nobody yet. to the left-hand side, that's the new Oahu Poly Pass. You can almost see all the way back to Honolulu through there, but out in the front of it is the Poly Lookout. They said that's where King Kamehameha pushed the local warriors off of when he was taking control of the islands, trying to unite Hawaii. It's a popular lookout, but once again, you get the same views that you'll be getting from the helicopter right there. Town of Kaneohe off to the left, Kaneohe Bay down here below us, and Kaneohe Air Base out on the peninsula is active duty military over there. Those voices you heard in your head just a minute ago. Now smack dab in the middle of it, this island called Coconut Island. Now Coconut Island is a marine biology research station for the state university out here. Probably more well-known for being Gilligan's Island. That's where they filmed parts of the TV show Gilligan's Island.
Number 24 squad, CF 3 change for have a good day. CF 3
Now this down here below us is a giant sandbar. Now this sandbar we call Sunken Island, or the Kaneohe Sandbar, known to many. Now its jaws is only about knee-high to waist deep. All those boats you see out there, they'll anchor up, drop people off. You can spend the day wandering around on Sunken Island. I've seen them set up volleyball nets, makeshift barbecues, bars, lawn chairs, tents, all kinds of fun stuff down there.
This is one with you, approaching Belarus, requesting guard test, please.
261 Kaneohe Tower, Altimeter 3003, northwest transition, approved, altitude your expression, squawk 0434.
0434, altitude about expression, picture.
Temperature 9 squawk 35 for change for good day.
Strong fire number out the gate. Now that little island down there, that's called Chinaman's Hat. It's kind of a landmark on this side of the island. It makes it easy to figure out where you are. I guess if you want to be a little more politically correct, the locals call it Mocha Like.
We were up there on that ridge, on that ranch, all the way up.
Oh, nice. Right here in the Cobb Rally Range.
Outside San 2 miles north of Gold 2000, switch to Wheeler.
Yeah, so the cool little ranch down there, and then this cool little point. It used to actually be an airport. You can see that parking lot used to be a runway that actually stopped traffic on the Kamehameha Highway in order to let the planes take off and land.
So we just all come out of 1.7 shoreline.
Victor 9 times that, hold line to sticker 1 pause up.
Fox 2, double.
Unless I don't even need to tell you guys we're approaching Ka'ava Valley. For Ka'ava, spelled with 3 A's in a row. Alright, if you can't pronounce it either, I call it Jurassic Valley. And they call it that because it's where they filmed the movies Jurassic Park, King Kong, Godzilla. The TV show Lost was also filmed back there. The Rock was actually just out here filming his new movie Jumanji. I think it's Jumanji 2 he's coming out in, so if you catch that one, you can say, hey, I know that's about that guy Charlie Bobby there. We do see a lot more weather on this side of the island. Trade winds blow in from the northeast, pushing in this overcloud cast. A lot of the time, so although the beaches out here have been loaded world class, finding the sunshine to go with them can be the name of the game. Fun fact, last of these 3 valleys called Punalulu. Now Punalulu butts right up against the Ko'olau mountain range. Now the Ko'olaus are basically what forms the island of Oahu. As I said earlier, 3 million years old. It's the same mountain range that we do see from the city.
Take the